What's going on, guys? Dwayne here with not how to build. Oh my God. What's going on, guys? Dwayne here with my investment journey, and I am back again. In this live stream, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my stock portfolio. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be showing you my stock portfolio currently. So this is live. If you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. All right. On this channel, I talk about everything you need to know about investing in the stock market or how to start investing in the stock market, and I show you my investment journey. So be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Forgive me, in the beginning of the video, I was basically talking about I was about to do my intro for my other channel, so that's why I was kind of messing that up a little bit, but it is all good now. Sorry, give me a second here. Got a lot going on my screen. I was trying to do some different things here. This is a live stream, so be sure to comment in the live chat. Once again, this is a live stream. Once again, I'm going to be talking about my current stock portfolio in this particular video. Overall, right now, I'm still substantially down. I'm down a little bit under $24,000 based on the money that I have invested in the stock market. So even though you guys are seeing that my stock portfolio is what it is currently, and right now it's like $220,000 here. Let me go ahead and show you guys right now on my screen. So this is live here, as you guys can see. Right here on the screen, you can see my current stock portfolio. This is on Robinhood right now. So once again, this is absolutely live. I am currently, my portfolio is sitting at $229,000, and today I'm currently up $9,000, not $9,000, $3,000, as you guys can see right under the value of my portfolio. So once again, the portfolio is valued at $229,000 right now. The stock market still opens. It's after hours right now, so of course you're going to see the price fluctuating as I am currently doing the video. I did something quite interesting today that I kind of started to dabble with a little bit more. I sold some shares with Lucid Motor Group, or Lucid Group. I'll show you guys in a second. I'm going to open the tab and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. So what I've been trying to do is I'm trying to bring my average cost per share down. Okay, so currently with Lucid Motors, or Lucid Group, my average cost per share is $24.69, as you guys can see there. My total return is, I'm down 14%, which is negative $5,000. So what I've been trying to do, since my average cost per share is now $24.69, I'm trying to bring my average cost down. And there's a couple of ways that you can do that. You can do that by obviously purchasing more shares when the price is lower. So at one point, my average cost per share was like $25 and some cents. I don't remember exactly. And so what I've done is I have sold some shares. What I did was I sold some shares while it was up, and then I bought some more shares while it was down. And I'll kind of show you guys that real quickly here. All right, so right here you can see that I sold some shares with Lucid Motor Group, and what I did was, this particular day at the time that I sold the shares, they were up. I was up like $2,168. So what I did was I decided to sell the amount that I was up currently for that particular day, right? So I did that here. As you guys can see, I sold 110 shares, and it was at the time for $19.91. Right here you can see I sold 110 shares for $19.71. And then after I did that, give me a second here. Wow, okay. Wow, hang on. After I did that, I went ahead and tried to buy some more shares at a lower price. So my average cost per share, and I'll show you guys real quickly, it's probably pretty easy to kind of see. Well, nah. Okay, here, I'll show you. So like you see that I bought a bunch of shares here, which was at the time for $25.91. You can see that where the cursor is, $25.91. Then I bought some more shares at $27. I'm sorry, I sold some shares here for $27.38. I bought some more again at $25.63. So I was definitely above $25 at some point. My average cost was above $25 at some point. As you can see, I bought some more shares here for $24.60. Some more shares here for $23.98. Overall, I was still above $25. Okay, so recently on July 7th, I went ahead and sold 110 shares, which I wasn't really focused on the amount of shares. I was focused on the profit. So I was up $2,000 at that time, and so I sold $2,168. Okay, which happened to be 110 shares. Okay, and I sold it at $19.71. I then was very fortunate on January the 11th to buy some more shares, and what I did was I bought basically the same amount that I sold, which was $2,168, and that got me 115 shares. So it got me 5.26 more shares because of course it was at a lower cost. Okay, so you see that I bought here for $18.81. Okay, and then today, 3 hours ago, I was up $1,300, and at that time it was trading for $21.32. So I sold $1,350 worth of shares, which happened to be 63 shares. Okay, this was for $21.32. Okay, now Lucid is trading for currently, and this is live, they're currently trading for $21 even. Okay, as you can see, they're trading for $21 even. So at some point in the future, I'm going to grab some more shares because I want to bring my average cost down. And when I do, I'm only going to spend $1,350 because that's what I sold today. Okay, so obviously that same $1,350 right now, if I bought right now at $21, I would get 64 shares. Okay, what I sold today was, let's see, 63 shares. Okay, so I would get almost a full share. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Obviously, I want to sell when it's down, like, 20 something dollars. Not when it's down 20 something dollars, but when the stock cost like $20 per share, or maybe 19 per share. Okay, because the stock market doesn't continuously go up, and it definitely doesn't continuously go down. So that's kind of why I'm thinking about doing that. So I did that, and I was a little successful. Now, the only reason why I'm doing that is because my average cost is currently $24.60 something cents. Right? So I'm just trying to bring my average cost down. And this is just something that I thought about myself. And I was like, you know what? Because when you're watching the stock, you could see, basically that the stock is going to be up and down. And that's going to be every day. I mean, that's the stock market, right? So it's going to be up and down. If I show you guys the last month for Lucid Motors, you could see, okay, so July the 9th, it was trading for $20.31. I'm sorry, July the 8th, it was trading for $20.34. Okay. Of course, July 11th here, you see it's trading for $18.54. Okay. And then, of course, on another day, July the 14th is trading for $20.11. And then, of course, July the 15th is trading for $19.34. And then, of course, you see it went up here on July the 18th for $20.64. So once again, the only reason why I ended up selling is because when I'm looking at my return, so right now you can see my return for today currently is plus $893. Now, when I sold, it was like $1,300, which is why I sold $1,350 worth of shares, okay, when I did that earlier today. So that's an interesting, it's interesting, and it's kind of neat because it's something that I am even learning on the fly right now. You know what I mean? Like, I was just thinking about it, and all of the shares that you guys see with Lucid is I actually used margin investing. So this is money that I have used, that Robinhood has extended to me, and of course right now the interest on that is 4.5%. When I enabled margin investing, it was 3.0%. So now it's 4.5%. What's going on, Apollo Knight? Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for taking the time to say hello. This is a live stream, so once again, if you guys want to take the time and just say hi in the live chat, make a comment in the live chat, I will absolutely acknowledge you. Thanks for stopping by, Apollo Knight. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Of course, if you guys have questions, I will try my best to answer them. I'm not a guru, nowhere close to a guru, just a regular Joe, average Joe, and I am feeling my way through the stock market. So in the beginning of the video, I kind of mentioned the fact that I'm still down like 20-something thousand dollars, okay? And I'll show you guys that. So I'm gonna share with you guys my screen once again. And on my screen, if I click on, well, I'll just kind of show you guys, right? So today you can see that I'm up $3,190 something. That's right now, okay? So that has changed since the video started, okay? So this is live, right? For the last week, my returns for the last week is $19,000, okay? So I'm up $19,000, and then of course for the last month, I am up $44,000. Now that's obviously a cool thing, right? For the last 3 months, I am down negative $53,000, okay? So you can see back here, my portfolio in April was $173,000, okay? For the last year, of course, I'm down because everything's kind of down right now. I'm down $14,000 for the last year. And then if I click on all time, you can see that I'm down $24,000. So right here in May of 2020 is kind of when I really started to reinvest back in the stock market. I did some investing back here in 2016, 2017. I invested basically $4,399. You can see that underneath the $254,000. So you see negative $4,399 because I did a little investing, didn't know what I was doing, didn't buy any Apple, didn't buy any Google, didn't buy any ETFs. I didn't even know anything about any of that stuff, okay? I was trying to figure it out and make a quick buck. So as you can see, I'm down negative $4,399, and that was back in 2016, 2017, okay? So when I click on the all, it's showing you everything. So it's even taking into account my negative $4,399 from 2016, 2017. But I really started to reinvest back in May of 2020, okay? So as you can see, since May of 2020, I have invested on Robinhood $254,000, and of course, you can see my portfolio has been all over the place. I've been up $18,000. I've been down $63,000. I've been up over here on April 1st, 2020, I was up $43,000. And then, of course, I was all the way down June 17th, 2022. I was down $80,000. I mean, those are huge swings, okay? And currently, I'm down $28,000. So I share this with you guys to try to be as authentic and as transparent as possible. You know, the purpose of this channel is, I mean, the name of the channel is My Investment Journey. Like, it's pretty straightforward. You know, I'm here to share my journey with you guys and show my journey. And once again, not a guru, nowhere close to being a guru. You know, just the average Joe, just trying to share currently what I'm doing and currently what I'm learning, okay? When I first started investing, of course, my emotions were all over the place because my portfolio was all over the place. When I very first started to invest back in May of 2020, the first company that I invested with was LATAM Airlines, all right, Latin America Airlines. That was the very first purchase back in 2020, and then the company filed bankruptcy. And just for kicks, I'm going to show you guys that purchase. I'm going to look up, well, I guess I can't find it actually, because they're not trading anymore. That's funny. They're probably trading under a different name. No, I guess they're not trading at all. So what I'll have to do is I will have to look up like my history here on my account. Give me a second here. I'm trying to figure it out. I have to look up my history on my account, and then of course I'm going to have to try to show you guys that. Let's see, orders, all, and then let me see if I can go way back in time. This is going to take forever because it's literally like May of, okay, that's going to take forever. I don't have time. Maybe I'll do a separate video showing you guys that. But the very first purchase that I made was with them, and literally they ended up filing bankruptcy. Like, I think I probably purchased some shares on like Friday, and then Monday was Memorial Day back in 2020, and of course the stock market wasn't open, but Latin America airlines have nothing to do with the stock market in the US, right? So they filed bankruptcy on that Monday because of course that was not a holiday for them, and I watched my money go down, 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 and it was definitely interesting. Now when I invest, I don't I don't freak out as much about the money fluctuating, right? Like I showed you guys the fact that, at one point I was up $43,000. Obviously that felt incredible. When you look back on your investments, you can always be smarter looking back. You can always say, I should have done this. Just very much like life, I guess, in a way. Like you can always say, I should have done X, Y, Z. I should have made these moves in life, or why didn't I think about this before? Okay. By the way, guys, this is a live stream. If you want to take the time to comment in the live chat, I will see your comment, and of course I will address it. I'm doing this live stream from Houston, Texas. Let me know from where you guys are watching. I see we currently have 6 people in the live stream. Smash the thumbs up in this video. It's easy and free to support this particular video and this channel. All right, so be sure to smash the thumbs up. I appreciate you. We got my boy Sunjohn144. Thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you back in the building. Says yo Dwayne. We got my boy Ronald making an entrance in the building all the way from my other YouTube channel. It's a pleasure to have you in the building, my bro. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Ronald says, my friend told me to invest in Dogecoin 2 years ago on Robinhood. Now he's telling me to move my money to Doge in Coinbase. What does particular apps mean for my investment fees, brokers, etc.? Honestly, there's really no need to do it. I mean, if you have Dogecoin on Robinhood, I mean, do you need to move to Coinbase? No, right? Just because, like, obviously you can move over there and I guess transfer your account, and it shouldn't be a big deal, but there's no need. Like, it's not something that I would tell you, oh, you need to do this. You know what I'm saying? I guess like when Robinhood had, some issues back in 2021, 2020, especially with the whole AMC thing, people got, kind of, I don't want to say butthurt, but people are definitely insanely opinionated about Robinhood, right? Like they'll say Robinhood is not a proper brokerage, right? They're not a proper broker account, and you should definitely, move your money or go elsewhere. Of course, I'm not worrying about that. As much money as I have invested, yeah, it's definitely a lot of money, but I mean, there's other people that have real money invested in Robinhood, right? I have my little 254. You have other people that have, millions of dollars invested in Robinhood. So I'm not tripping about that. I wouldn't worry about that at all, to be honest with you. I think that's kind of silly, but I don't know. I don't have Coinbase. I don't have a lot of Bitcoin, not Bitcoin. I don't have a lot of cryptocurrencies, and the ones that I do, I mean, everything is down right now anyway, right? So like if we bought when a lot of people told us to buy, within the last 6 months, we're down anyway, so it doesn't even matter. What's going on, my man? FA in the building. We got Faoud. Did I say that right? Fawad. Forgive me, my brother, for butchering your name. It's a pleasure to see you in the house. Thank you so much for stopping by. He's watching from New York City. I appreciate you, my man. Elvis says, you should diversify coin holdings across a few platforms. That way, if one goes bankrupt, you won't lose all your coin. Yeah, and you know what? First of all, Elvis, thank you so much for taking the time to slap that comment up there. Listen, there's always many schools of thoughts when it comes to what people should and could be doing. For example, like if I had invested the majority, let's say if I invested 100% of my money in Tesla, when Tesla split, Tesla and Apple split on the exact same day back in 2020, and I grabbed some shares, okay, with both of them. If I had invested everything into Apple or Tesla, my portfolio, especially Tesla, would be ridiculous right now. $400,000-$500,000 easy, okay? $400,000-$500,000 if I invested all my eggs in one basket. So the beauty of investing and the beauty of living in the United States is there's so many different ways to skin the financial cat. There's so many different ways. And you know what? Like, it's pretty funny because there are no rules. There are no rules. When it comes to making money, there are no rules, right? Like, you have people that bought a lot into Dogecoin and made thousands. Somebody made $1 million, over $1 million with Dogecoin, right? There are no rules. So when people talk a lot about diversifying and stuff like that, yes, that is obviously smart and the safe way to go and the safe play to make. But just like life, when you invest and you look back, that's when you're like, hindsight is 20/20. I should have done this, or I could have done this. And just like life and just like the past, you can't change or fix any of that. So it's kind of pointless. But yeah, I think the best advice that I could ever give is to do what's best for you. You know what I mean? I'm always going to be speaking from that place. Do what is best for you. Do what is most comfortable for you. Me personally, I get excited and I want to invest like a lot. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, a prime example would be instead of investing $1,000 a week over time, right? If I have the money, I would rather just invest the 10 G's right there. Boom. Now, of course, that works beautifully if whatever I'm investing in is continuously going up, right? It works beautifully that I invested the $10,000. Now, if I invest the $10,000 and it continuously goes down, that's when I'm like, yo, I should have invested, maybe 500 a week or 500 a month. And once again, you only can really connect the dots looking back on the stock market and looking back on your life. You really can't necessarily connect the dots looking forward to the future and forward to what you think is going to occur, right? Because you don't necessarily know. When it comes to certain things in life, unless you're pursuing a degree, like if you're pursuing a college degree, obviously it's easier, because okay, I need to take these courses and I have to have this amount of credits to complete my degree, and then I'll have my degree, right? I think in that way you can kind of connect the dots going forward, right? Because it's spelled out for you what the requirements are and what the courses that you have to take, right? So in that way it's easy. The stock market's not like that, okay? And in some ways life is not like that either, because of course you got your college degree that you can pursue. Let's say you pursue a family, you get married, you have kids. There are a lot of things that you don't know, that you cannot control, that will occur. And the stock market is exactly kind of the same thing, right? There are things that will happen that you cannot, you can't predict, right? You can predict that it's going to be unpredictable. That's for sure. Just like life, right? You have this perfect life planned out. And then of course you have things that you don't plan for that occur, because that's life. Like, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, by the way, please go ahead and comment in the comment section. If you haven't smashed the thumbs up yet, go ahead and smash the thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I mean, be sure to subscribe to the channel. On this channel, I talk about how to start investing in the stock market. And of course, I show you my investment journey. I try to be as authentic and transparent as possible, even in my big losses. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me jump in the comment section here. My boy FA, I'm not going to butcher your name no more. My bro says, I have like 31 shares in AGNC and I reinvest the dividends. Yes, sir. Awesome. That's what I do as well. I have shares with AGNC and I reinvest the dividends. So I automatically have that turned on, and it's a beautiful thing. It is a absolutely beautiful thing. All right, I'm gonna clean up the rest of the comments and then I'll come back to that in just 1 second. Faoud says, please do more videos. Yeah, I know that I need to, and it's definitely something that's on the radar. It is gonna happen. It will happen. Believe it or not, doing videos is not easy. I've been on YouTube for 4 years, so it's, you know, it's a tug of war, but definitely there are going to be more videos on this channel coming in the future. Just be patient with me. All right, I promise I'm going to deliver more content. Let's see. Daniel, what's going on, my man? Says, afternoon, brother. Hope you're doing well. I am doing extremely well, sir. I've been pigging out like a crazy person recently. Yesterday I had ice cream like nobody's business. I haven't exercised in like the last 7 days, 6 days. And so I actually exercised this morning, and I was like living on the elliptical. I did an hour, and then I didn't get off, and I did another hour. So I was like, yes, I'm feeling good. Like when I exercise, I could see the difference, especially in my face. I could see the difference instantly. Like I look like I'm swollen a little bit, like I guess a bunch of water or salt or whatever that comes out of my body. And then, you know, I look a little more sleek after the workout. But yeah, I'm doing well, man. Good spirits, good energy. Life is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're doing well also. We got my boy Dante in the house. Says, hey, Dwayne from ATL. Thanks for showing your account. What is your next stock you might buy soon, and why? Great question, Dante. Very, very good question. So I'm going to be selling my Tesla Model Y. I'm going to be making a separate video on my other channel talking about that. And the reason why I'm selling my Tesla is because I'm getting more money for the Tesla than I paid for the Tesla back in November of 2020. So back in November 2020, the Tesla was like let's just round it up, $55,000. And Carvana is offering me $65,000. So it would be pretty irresponsible not to take advantage of that. So that's going to get rid of my car note. That's going to get rid of the car loan with Tesla, not with Tesla. It's with Alliant Credit right now. And right now my payment is $737. And I currently owe, I'm logging into my account right now so I can show you guys. I currently owe like $36,000, right? So this is in my Alliant account right here. I'll show you guys that my most recent payment just came out yesterday, or today. Is today the 20th? Yep, today. So I'll show you guys that real quickly here, just to kind of keep it transparent with you guys. So you see, this is my Tesla loan, currently $36,000, and today was the most recent payment, $737. The last payment was June the 21st, $737. The one before that was May the 20th, $737. So of course it makes sense, right? They're gonna pay off this loan, and I'm gonna have a direct deposit of like $28,000. So this is a great question. So I have like $28,000. Currently my student loans are like $51,000. So for the first time ever, I'm like, yo, I might pay off my student loans. I definitely, with the 28,000, let's say I put 25 towards the student loans, right? But I'm not gonna do that because that's a big chunk of money, and I have a hard time with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that 25 G's and invest it. So it's a good question because I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do yet. There's so many ways to go, okay? Of course, Amazon and Google just had a split, which doesn't mean anything at all. It just means to people that don't know anything about investing that the price is cheaper, but the price is not actually cheaper, but whatever. People are like, the price is cheaper. So I do have Google and Amazon in my ETF, which is VGT. I think they have Google and Amazon. I'm gonna double check right now. Actually, give me a second as I pull that up on my screen here. Give me a second. Well, first of all, let me get the right browser up. I want to double check before I tell you guys the wrong thing. I think it's VGT that has Google and Amazon in it. Okay, so I have been thinking, like, should I grab a buttload of shares with Google and Amazon and just kind of hold it for the next 6 months, because I will probably take the next 6 months to accumulate the next $25,000 or $26,000 to pay off my student loans. Now, please understand, I'm not trying to pay my student loans off. Like, I was that guy, you know what I mean? So it kind of pains me to even think about that. But what I will not do, I'm not going to let the $25,000 just sit in my account. Like, that's stupid. At least for me, it's stupid. Okay, so let me see here. Let me make sure that I'm telling you the right one. Okay, so it is not VGT. It is VUG. All right, so let me open up VUG real quick. So I do have positions with with Google and Amazon, because I own shares with VUG. Okay, so I'll share the screen with you guys right now. And of course, I'm down, right? So VUG is currently trading for $240. Okay, my average cost per share right here, $283. So that's a lot. I'm currently down 15%, which is negative $2,500. Of course, there was a point where I was up quite a bit, right? If I show you guys the last 3 months, not the last 3 months, the last year, you could see that they were trading for $320 something back here in December. You know, even here in March 2022, they're trading for $295. So that's above my average cost, which is $283. But now it's, you know, $240. Okay, so yeah, so they do have, as you can see here, there's Apple, of course there's Microsoft, then there's Amazon, and then there's also Google. So I do have some shares with Amazon and Google, and I was considering buying shares directly with Amazon and Google. Of course, that's I think it's a solid decision. Okay, once again, it's one of those things. I'm asking myself, should I just put 10 G's with Amazon and 10 G's with Google, right? Or should I invest $1,000 every week, and then I can make a video every week showing you guys consistency, right? Because that's an easier way to kind of do that, right? So those are the two that I definitely have thought about, because that money's going to be in my account probably, let's say, next Thursday. Okay, let's say a week and 1 day away from today. By next Thursday, the $28,000 that I'm going to get after Carvana pays off my loan with Tesla is going to be in my account. Okay, and it's super incredible. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a beautiful disaster. It's a perfect storm, right? In what world do you buy a car and a year and a half later, or almost 2 years later, because I actually picked the car up November 30th, 2020, and I'm getting rid of the car now. In what world do you do that and you're going to get more money for the car than you paid for it? It's a perfect storm, right? Gas prices are high, so everyone's like jumping on this electric situation, right? So that's kind of the perfect storm, right? So yeah, those two are the ones that I definitely have thought about. Dante, I've also thought about maybe doing some swing trading with Lucid, because my average cost with Lucid Group is like $24.69, and right now Lucid is trading for like $20.30, or $21. No, not 21. Yeah, $21. The last time we checked in the beginning of this video, they were trading for $21 even. So of course I could use the 25 G's if I was being super aggressive, right? And I could buy 1,000 shares. Okay, let's say I try to time the market, right? I'm watching Lucid. Okay, today it was trading up like $21 and 30 something cents. And so of course, let's say it jumps back down to like 1930. Okay, cool. I take my 25 G's and I put it into Robinhood. I could actually use margin investing and do what I'm talking about right now, but because I already have so much money on margin investing, I have over $150,000 that I'm using on margin investing. You guys don't see that. Like my balance, the $230,000 you see right now, that is my money. So you don't actually see the money that I'm using for my margin investing. It doesn't account for that when I show you guys my portfolio. So yeah, I could take that 25 G's, and if Lucid is trading for like 1930, all right, cool. I'm gonna buy 1,000 shares, so $19,300, and then of course easily it's gonna go up $1. Now, of course it can go down $1, right? So if it goes up $1, that's $1,000. You know, then I can sell, right? And a couple of things will be happening. Okay, once again, my average cost with Lucid Motor Group is $24.69. I'll show you guys. I'm talking about it, but let me show you. So for me, it would be a perfect situation because it's only perfect, of course, if it goes down, right? If the cost goes down or if it goes up when I buy some shares. So right here on the screen, you guys can see my average cost with Lucid is $24.69. Okay. So what I can do is I can wait till this drops down. I show you guys I'll show you guys the last week. So the last week, Lucid was trading over here on July 14th, 1992. Of course, they're trading here on July 18th for $20.99. Then, of course, they're trading here on July 18th again for $19.87. You see the prices all over the place. $20.45, and of course here it's $20.32. Then it's up like today, $21.23. Okay, so of course it's all over the place. If you look in the last month, the same thing is true, right? You're up here at $19.54, then you're down here at $18.22. That's $1 swing. If you have enough where you can buy 1,000 shares of something, okay, now of course that's being very aggressive, right? And that's what I intend on doing. But the beauty is my average cost is $24.69. So when I make these purchases, if I purchase right now, Lucid is trading for $21.15. That's live right now today. Okay, today I sold. Okay, Lucid went up today, $21.52. Right now, $21.15. Okay, if you have $1,000, okay, and something goes up or down 50 cents, that's plus $500 or negative $500. The thing about investing, there are, like I said, there's no rules. There's too many ways for you to be successful in the stock market. Like literally too many freaking ways. Once you have money and you have a little bit of education, a little bit of knowledge because you're watching the stock market, not necessarily the stock market, but you may be studying one stock, right? And Lucid it's kind of attainable, right? Like I get it. A lot of people, not everybody has 20 G's laying around. I totally understand. But the thing is, if you want to kind of get ahead, you got to be honest with yourself. You got to do some serious work. Like if you want to be financially free, you want financial freedom, it's not just going to fall in your lap. It's not just going to happen by chance or circumstances or happenstance. It's not just going to be in the blink of an eye you're financially free, right? You're going to have to work. So, if you're trying to get some extra money, listen, I drive Uber and I love it, but it's still work. Like it's actual work, right? Man, listen, if you want a little extra money, drive Uber, 2 days every other week. Drive it 2 days. So let's say you drive it Saturday, Sunday, and then you don't drive the next week. Then you drive another Saturday, Sunday, right? Easily, if you're investing 8 to 10 hours Saturday and Sunday, right? You're easily going to be able to make $500 driving Uber. Easily, unless you live in a, small town, slow town. Easily you can make $500. Okay. Of course, you calculate gas money in there somewhere. Okay, it might be an extra $300. But the thing is, in 10 months, the extra $300 is $3,000. So you got to find ways to make more money. You can't complain about, I don't have the money, or, I'm just not that fortunate. Man, listen, I have experienced everything in life, from everything except dirt poor and filthy rich. Okay. Everything. I've been all the way in there. So don't talk to me about money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the money on the screen and whatnot, but trust me, you could do it too if you're serious. If that's your goal, you can make it happen. All right, let me jump back in the comment section here. Ronald says apps pay popular YouTubers to advertise a possible 300 stock when you sign up using the code. From your experience, has anyone ever got those high dollar stocks the ad is promising? From my experience, no. But I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, the United States, more than any place else in the world, we are really good at marketing, right? And marketing can be anywhere close to sort of this is the deal, or it's just a straight up lie. Right? Like, I mean, I didn't make the rules. I'm just telling you the facts, though, right? So no, I personally haven't experienced that. Elvis says, I should have said spread out, not diversify. You can have only BTC, for example, but I have 1/5 of it each on five platforms: Robinhood, Coinbase, so on and so forth. Cool. Hey, Elvis, listen, yeah, man. I'm just reading the comments, bro. I wasn't specifically aiming the diversification thing at you. I just know that a lot of people, like a lot of human beings, we get caught up on the details, and we get caught up with, paralysis, paralysis, right? Like, we never take action because we're worrying about the perfect strategy, right? Or we're worrying about the perfect scenario before we take action. Like, literally, we sit still and wait for it to be ideal before moving. And like, that's ridiculous, because nothing is ever really ideal, right? If I talk about myself and my own journey in regards to my weight, I have been up and down and all over the place regarding my weight. Back when I was 23, I was like 255 pounds. Okay. And the reason why I remember that age exactly is because my son was born when I was 24. Right. And I remember stepping on the scale and I was 255, and I'm like, yo, I need to get my life together. I got to be healthy for my kids. Right. My son at the time that wasn't here yet. And, long story short, I'm in control. Right. I'm not reading a book. I'm not watching a movie. I am the director. I am the creator. I am the author. Right? Straight up. And so that's the same thing when it comes to anything else. If you're trying to pursue financial freedom, or you're trying to be aggressive in the stock market, or you want a better future, you got to be aggressive with it. And you can't make excuses. I mean, yeah, you're going to fall off, but like, tomorrow is a brand new stinking day. You know what I mean? Literally, it's a brand new day. You can create a new chapter tomorrow. You can start a new dialogue, a new story tomorrow. Your story. And once again, we're not watching a movie. Like, our life is not a movie. You're not a victim. You're not somebody. You're not a spectator. You are the author. You are the director. You are the hero. You are the antagonist. You are the protagonist. You know what I mean? Like, you're in total control, man. Absolute control. Daniel says, so do you have a wish list of stocks to buy, or do you bulk up your current securities? So that's the thing, right? Like, there are endless possibilities when it comes to money. Like, I purposely stopped shoveling money into the stock market, right? And so, of course, it was hard for me when I see my portfolio at $186,000, and I have invested $254,000, right? Of course, that's a perfect opportunity to buy more shares, right? But it's easier said than done. I'm upside down with Amor Residential REIT, right? I invested with that particular company because they pay monthly dividends, and of course, the dividend payment's pretty high based on the percentage that you're getting. Okay, but of course there's a risk with those types of stocks. So the majority of my stocks I'm down right now, and this would be a great time to grab more shares, but I'm having a hard time deciding to do that, especially if it's not Apple or Tesla, right? Like right now, my average cost with Apple is $149. Before, it was $125 per shares. And then I went ahead and went ham, once again, looking back, hindsight's 2020, I invested $110,000 using margin investing. Okay, so using money from Robinhood, right? $110,000, and I went bam, just give me $110,000 worth of share with Apple, and at the time it was $171.96 per share, right? Today Apple's trading for $152. So it brought my average cost from $125 up to $149. Now, of course, at one point Apple was trading for $130. Now, hindsight's 2020. Did I know when I bought $110,000 worth of shares that it was going to go from $171.92 down to $130? No, I didn't, because it actually went up to $180 something per share, and I was loving it then, right? So, I mean, it's definitely hard to kind of double down on some of the stocks that I have. I think it's easier to double down on stocks if it's solid companies. Like, let's say, my average cost with Apple is $149, and then Apple drops to $120. It's easier to invest more money with Apple because I feel like Apple's a sure thing. Let's say Google and Amazon drop down to $90 per share. Right now they're trading like $113. I think Google is trading for $113 right now. Amazon's like $122. This is today, right? They drop down to $90, right? It's easier to kind of grab that. But it's a little more tricky when it comes to like AG&C. I have shares with AG&C, Amor Residential REIT, Prospect Capital. Those are REITs, right? I have shares with them, and I'm looking at them like, do I want to pour more money into this? You know what I'm saying? It would be easy for me to put money into my ETFs, my Vanguard ETFs, like VUG, VGT. Those two I could easily pour money into if I was wanting to bring my average cost down. And that's not a bad thing to do because those two ETFs are pretty solid ETFs. And the top 10 holdings in those ETFs are companies that the majority of people know. And I feel solid about those companies. AG&C, tell me more. Ronald says, Houston, Texas, the news says the energy company wants you guys to set to 78 degrees. How do y'all live with that? Honestly, bro, let me just tell you, I mentioned it a little earlier talking about the fact that I've experienced a nice range anywhere from dirt poor. I haven't really been dirt poor, but I've been poor. Let's say I've been poor. Quotations, poor. And let's say I've been rich. Not filthy rich, rich, right? And I'm saying rich because, of course, that's about your perspective, right? Like somebody considers my portfolio, they'll say, oh, Dwayne is rich. Obviously, that's nothing compared to somebody that has $2 million, but it's something compared to someone that doesn't even have $2,000, right? So it's all about perspective, okay? So, the 78 degrees, I mean, honestly, I couldn't turn the air conditioner on when I was growing up here in Houston, right? And we had a sign that my dad made me write, do not set below 82, okay? It is hot in Houston. The thing said, do not set below 82, but let me tell you, the air condition wasn't really on. It wasn't like every night we're going to turn the air conditioner on at 8 p.m. and we're going to put it at 82, right? So 78, I could do 78 all day because I was grateful for the air conditioner to just touch, to be on, much less worrying about, if it's 82 degrees or 78 degrees. I guess it just depends on who you ask. Somebody, especially the ladies out here, they'll say 78 degrees is freezing, right? Especially if they're like a petite woman, that might be cold, right? Somebody like me, 78, definitely comfortable. I could work with 78 because I grew up on 82 whenever the air condition was on, which once again, it wasn't a specific time. It was pretty random, and it was a treat when we turned on the AC. So yeah, Elvis says, what do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? Currently I have a YouTube channel, 2 YouTube channels, and I drive Uber as well. The other YouTube channel is about credit and credit cards. So that's currently what I'm doing right now. That's it. I stopped working officially for somebody else November 22, 2019. November 22nd, 2019. I remember that day very, very, very clear because I was miserable in that job. And so I've been very fortunate. However, I could be sitting absolutely still and not working technically if I really wanted to, but I'm 44, like I'm young. Like that's not going to last the next 40 years, right? I'm going to have to work at some point because life occurs in seasons, right? Life is ups and downs, right? It's not just up and you stay up and you just stay there. Now maybe if I had, let's say I had, $2 million, $4 million, $10 million, like I'd be good financially, right? Like I'd make some choices in regards to investing and I'd be good to go, right? But that's not the case. So definitely got to work. Faoud says, price prediction on Tesla. Man, get out of here. I don't do price predictions on Tesla. And it's kind of bittersweet. I'm not going to lie to you guys because of course I have a huge position with Tesla, right? That's the second biggest position that I have in my stock portfolio. I have an interesting relationship with Tesla because part of the reason why it's easy for me to sell my Tesla is because what they talk about as far as like the range that you get, right? So like on a full charge, you're going to get X amount of miles. Okay. Never happens. Okay. Like never happens. The conditions have to be perfect, like drive 60 miles per hour. Don't turn on the air condition. Don't go uphill. Like the conditions have to be perfect in order to get those amount of miles. So that for me is a turn off. Now, of course, the technology and the autopilot, like that's awesome. Like that's really dope. And like that was easy for me to kind of justify buying the car. Of course, Tesla is the leader in regards to electric vehicle. Now, there are a lot of other companies doing their deal, but Tesla in a way is like the first big time mainstream company. And then, they have their hands in solar energy as well. So that's kind of cool. Of course, earlier this year, Tesla was trading at $1,200. Right now it's 700 and change, right? So because I am invested with Tesla, hopefully it'll get to a point where they'll do another split again. There was an article that was written about Tesla doing another split this year. But of course, since that article is written, Tesla's down like $400, $300 since that article is written. So because I am an investor, I hope that, Tesla to the moon, what I'm saying? I hope they get to $1,200, $1,500 again per share, and they will do another split, right? Now, it doesn't matter to me that they do a split, but definitely, a lot of people have an easier time buying shares of Tesla if it's like, $400 as opposed to $1,500. So hopefully, it continues to do well. Joseph says, are you thinking about doing real estate investment? I am not. I'm kind of kicking myself about that because here, obviously I had a lot of money back in 2020, right? So since May of 2020, I've invested $254,000, right? I didn't necessarily have $254,000 in May of 2020, right? But definitely had over $100,000. Could have easily gotten a house. That house would have been valued more now than it was when I bought it easily. So I'm kicking myself because once again, hindsight is 2020. I mean, I can always look back on the past and be like, yo, should have done this. So as of now, I am not. Elvis says, next level transparency, bro. Appreciate it. That type of stuff might actually help people because they can see a real actual scenario and follow your train of thought and decision making. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very interesting. I mean, this channel is not gonna be like other people's channel that's telling you buy or sell. Like, that's not, because none of that matters. Like, it's super irrelevant. Imagine we have people out here that will tell you buy now. You know, when Tesla was $900, they were telling you buy, and now Tesla's 7 something, right? So yeah, I'm never gonna do that, and that's why I come from a place of my investment journey. This is my journey, and my journey looks this way because of the stocks that I'm invested in, right? And the thing is, I just want to show people what's possible. I want to show people that you should be aggressive. You got to be aggressive. We're talking about your financial freedom. We're talking about your financial future. We're talking about your future. You got to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, like in the beginning, super duper hard. Like, I'm watching my money and I'm down like 3 G's in one day, and I'm like, ooh, 3 G's, like my heart, you know, and I still get affected when I see, you know, when I'm down $11,000, $15,000, $16,000 in one day. That never feels good, right? But I'm a lot better now than when I got started, because I know I'm confident in the companies in which I'm invested, and that, you know, the stock market's going to continue to do what it always does, which is go up over time. Dante says, okay, sounds like a good way to go with Tesla. Yeah, I mean, I like what's going on with Tesla. I mean, I definitely, like I said, Tesla or Apple, had I put all my eggs in that basket, my portfolio would be all the way up, you know, and I would be one of those guys on YouTube making a video talking about, you know, I invested $200,000 and now my portfolio is worth $400,000 or $500,000. And that would be sweet. It's pretty funny because, like, you know, like having a lot of money, you know, let's say my portfolio, it's a lot of money, right? And it is, but it's not like it's enough money to say, all right, I'm good and I'm set, right? So the purpose of me doing this now is so that 20 years, 15, 30 years down the road, I can be in a more comfortable position and I don't have to worry and stress, right? So it's definitely interesting. I mean, you definitely got to be aggressive, you know, and so it's not quite what you think, right? Because if you think about it, you know, what was my journey when I accumulated $10,000 in my bank account, and then 20,000, and then at one point I had $80,000 in my bank account. $80,000 in your bank account, like, obviously that's a good feeling, but after you get the money, then you start to realize, okay, I have a problem. Like, this money needs to be doing something other than just sitting in my account, right? Other than I log on and I see the money and it makes me feel good, right? So then that's when you start to get into, okay, maybe I should invest, or, you know what I'm saying? Whether you do real estate or you do the stock market or you do crypto or you do something, right? That's when you start to realize that, like, having a lot of money, it's not what you think it is. It's definitely, it's interesting, but it's a good problem to have, you know? Like, if I had $2 million, I'm sure I would be more confident and more relaxed in regards to what's going on with the stock market and maybe some of my investments. But at the same time, I still have to watch that money. Like, I still have to be vigilant over that money. I'm not going to say, you know, I have $254,000. Okay, cool, I'm just going to spend irresponsible from here on out because I got the 254, right? So it's interesting, right? I have to operate like I don't have the 254, right? Because that's how I'm going to get ahead. I can't operate like, you know, I made it, you know? Mysterious Stranger says, I want to have a monthly paying portfolio as well. Do you like your monthly payers compared to quarterly? It's always good to see the monthly payments roll into your account. Definitely, it's super cool, not gonna lie. And you know, if I was not reinvesting that money to grab more shares, it would even be more cool to kind of see the balance in your brokerage account go up, right? So I get a payment $99 this month. I get another $99 payment, and it's like, okay, I got $400 worth of payments this month, $600 worth of payments this month, because of course I have quarterly paying dividends as well. Of course, that would be kind of neat to see that grow, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not getting more shares. And so it's definitely interesting, and it's going to be a sweet deal way down the road. It's so crazy. Like, we understand the concepts of getting dividend payments and reinvesting those dividends. And we know that, okay, 20, 30 years from now, the dividend payments are going to be more, and I will, instead of reinvesting, maybe I will live off of it, right? And so that's kind of exciting, like understanding the theory and just kind of waiting to get to that time where you're actually, spending the money per se. But yeah, I definitely like my monthly dividend payments, because it's always good to kind of see it. Elvis says, bro, congrats on your weight loss journey. Agreed 100% on your comments, mentality. Appreciate you, man. Faoud, all right, bro, you take care as well. He says, I have to go. I'm sure you probably already out of here by now by the time I saw your comment. Elvis says, do you think PYPL will ever recover to previous highs? Opinion on future of stock. I don't even know what PYPL is. So now I gotta look that up. PYPL. Okay, PayPal. Okay. I don't know why I didn't know that. So PayPal right now is trading at $79. Okay. So in the last 3 months, PayPal is down $22, which is 21%. In the last year, PayPal is down 73%. Wow. In the last 5 years, PayPal is up 38%. Okay, so definitely interesting. Sheesh. This is definitely a interesting one, right? So basically, we're comparing kind of before 2020, right? So like before 2020, PayPal was doing their thing and kind of on the way up. And of course, 2020 happened, and then it dropped to $86. So since then, right now it's $79. Do I think it's gonna go back up to two something over 250? Sheesh. I mean, I would say it's gonna be a while. Of course, PayPal does not pay any dividends. I don't know. I wouldn't. There are other companies that you can consider investing, right? Like Visa, Mastercard. Those would be some good ones as well. And I think those companies, well, maybe they don't pay a dividend, right? Because why would they? Let me see. I'm curious. I'm looking up Visa. I'm sure they don't pay a dividend. But that would be dope. Oh yeah, Visa does pay a dividend, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I guess I really should have known that. And Mastercard probably pays a dividend as well. Looking up Mastercard real quickly here. Yeah, Mastercard pays a dividend as well. So like for me personally, it would probably be easier for me to invest in those instead of PayPal, to be honest with you, right? Especially since they don't pay any dividends. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting the dividend payments, even though it's very small, makes it easier for me to invest with that particular company. Especially companies that have been around since the beginning of time. Visa and Mastercard, where are they gonna go? Nowhere. Like nowhere. They're going to pay dividends from now till we die. Visa and Mastercard is going nowhere, right? American Express, going nowhere, all right? So I would invest there, or you could invest with JP Morgan, of course, so I guess I'm talking a little financial institution situation here, but I think that's a more sound investment than PayPal, right? Because PayPal just seems, obviously PayPal is not going anywhere, right? And PayPal is like the biggest deal, probably in regards to that specific niche, right? But I personally would go with Visa or Mastercard because the dividend payment makes me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. Daniel says, what are the stocks that pay monthly dividends? Are they giving you a great rate? So a lot of REITs pay dividends. And so for me personally, I have quite a bit of REITs. I could show you real quickly here, just real quick. Let me share my screen and then I'll share. Okay, so at the very top, Prospect Capital, that's a REIT. AGNC is a REIT. Armor Residential is a REIT. Gladstone Capital is a REIT that pays monthly. Stag is not a REIT, but they do pay monthly. And those are the REITs that I have in my account. So once again, the monthly payers that I have is Stag Industrial. This is a good one. Right now is a decent time to buy Stag. My average cost with Stag is like $40 and change, and it's trading for $31. Okay, Stag is a good one to get. So once again, that's Stag. Gladstone Capital is another good one as well. Okay, I didn't mean to click on that. So let's get on back. Gladstone, yeah, my average cost with Stag is $40.26. This would be a great time to grab some more shares. I'm probably not going to do it, but it would be a great time, and I would feel confident about grabbing more shares with Stag. So Stag is good. Gladstone Capital is another good one. I'm a residential REIT. I don't know. I don't know. AGNC is decent. Prospect Capital is also good. So those are the REITs that I am invested. Of course, you got to do your own research. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your own due diligence before you decide to jump on that. Right. Let me see here. Daniel says, learning so much from you. Thanks again for all your videos. What is your other channel again? My other channel is How to Build Credit TV. You just type that into YouTube, How to Build Credit TV, and these are actual words. What's going on? My boy Sin of Madness is in the house. What's going on, man? DeAndre Bates Crypto says millionaire. Salona, you got me on that. Sin of Madness says, and I'm an half hour late. How much longer is the stream going for? Actually, I should have been done with this stream because I'm planning on doing another live stream tonight for How to Build Credit TV. So I don't know. I should be out of here, but I appreciate you guys. This is a live stream, so of course, if you make a comment in the live chat, I will see it. I'm doing this live stream from Houston, Texas. Let me know where you guys are watching from. If you haven't smashed the thumbs up, smash the thumbs up. More importantly, if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Kanisha says, what do you do for a living, if you don't mind sharing? You probably caught that part by now, but basically I have a couple of YouTube channels and I drive Uber. That's what I'm currently doing now. Okay. Because of my other YouTube channel, I have been in a position that I was able to kind of get a substantial amount of money because of that other channel, because of the fact that I was helping people. So that kind of helped me get some of my money, of course. And then, like now, like I said, I'm driving Uber and I have these two channels. Now, I'm not making, a lot of money with these two channels. Now, of course, I did make quite a bit of money with the other channel. So that's kind of what is going on. But right now, it's just straight hard work right now. And I would advise, listen, if we're trying to get ahead financially, if you're trying to do anything that's worthwhile, it's going to require some hard work. You know what I'm saying? It's going to require being aggressive. It's going to require sacrificing. Nothing's anything worthwhile is never going to be easy, like never. And if it is, you're lucky, right? Like it's like magnifying the 1% of people that get success on YouTube, right? Let's say somebody becomes a millionaire because of YouTube. Like that's a very small percentage, right? We can't glorify that one person, that 1%, when everyone else is, not necessarily in that boat. So it's kind of irrelevant how, other people are doing. You got to be honest with yourself and be serious about your goals. I know that for me personally, I was talking about my weight loss journey earlier. Since May of this year, I got insanely serious, and I went to the gym like from May the 7th to June the 7th. I went to the gym every single day except maybe one. Okay, maybe two. Let's throw two in there. Okay, but I went to the gym every single day, and going to the gym is like one thing, but I got to also do the food part, right? I got to make better choices food wise as well. So like financially, if I'm trying to get to a certain place and it's like, well, I need to make more money, or I can't make that much money with the job that I have, then you got to find a way to make extra money. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely encourage and implore you. I implore everybody to get after it. Cinematic says, Dwayne, I got 2 more credit card approved since your last stream on the other channel. I missed the Monday night live streams. Yeah, don't worry, bro. It's actually kind of funny. I'm gonna miss next Monday because I guess I won't. Yeah, I will. I'll be in Jamaica next Monday. I'm going with my dad, my son, and my 2 sisters. But yeah, I'm gonna be missing Monday's live stream, but I'm definitely gonna jump on there, man. Don't worry. Elvis says, Dwayne, do you have a regular schedule for your live streams? I don't yet, unfortunately, just because I just haven't nailed it down yet, to be honest. But doing live streams are a lot easier than doing regular videos. For me personally, regular videos do better than live streams. But, live streams, I don't have to edit anything. Like in the beginning of this stream, I totally screwed up. I started to give my intro for my other channel, and I was like, oops. So, yeah. DeAndre's watching from Louisiana. Appreciate you, my man. Kanisha says, okay, pretty cool. Diego says, VGT, crazy, man. I like VGT, actually. I really do. I have shares. I have a lot of shares with them. Elvis says, you should post the name of the other channel in the description of every video live stream. I know you just said it, but I already forgot. Yeah, what's funny is I'm not necessarily worried about getting more subscribers on that channel. I kind of created different channels to kind of keep the subject different, right? And that way it's easy. People know what they're getting into when they subscribe to this channel. So it's all good. Anyway, I am going to get on out of here. It's been a pleasure to serve with you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Diego says, you still have the loan position on Apple. Regret buying the tech stocks at the peak. That's the thing, right, Diego? Nobody knows the peak. You only know the peak because of what's happening now, right? When I bought Apple, and I bought it, and I'll show you guys, I'll share with you guys here on the screen. When I bought it, man, I'm tripping. When I bought it, you know what I'm saying? Like Apple went up after I bought it, right? And it was already up. So I'll show you guys when I bought it. Once it opens up here. So, okay, so you see my average cost per share is $149.57. Okay, if I look back on the last year, okay, Apple was trading over here for $178. Apple was trading over here at January 2022 for $182. Okay, of course, Apple went down here 150, then of course it went down here to like 130 something, right? 130, June 16th. Now we only know that, like, okay, I spent $110,000, and when I did, it was, each share was $171.92. I'll show you guys because I like to keep it transparent, right? Transparent right here. You see it right here. $110,000, $171.96. This was February the 11th. Okay, so to give you an idea, February 11th. So when we look back on the year, okay, let's see where February 11th is here. So I bought for $171. That's February 11th. Here, February 9th, it was $176. So of course that made sense to me, right? I didn't buy here, which was silly, but I didn't, right? But once again, in January, it was $182. So 171 wasn't insanely bad, because it was definitely down. Of course, we're only saying that something is at the peak now looking back, and it's not at the peak, right? Because is Apple going to trade higher than 182 at some point? Absolutely. So, yeah, you're always going to kind of complain about something in regards to the stock market. Like on Exxon, I'm up on Exxon almost 100%. So when I look at Exxon, Of course, what do I say? I should have bought more shares of Exxon. I should have invested more money with Exxon. So I'll show you guys. All right. So here we got Exxon on the screen here eventually when it opens up. Okay, so my average cost per share is $45.47. Exxon's trading for $89. Okay, I'm up 96%. Okay, there was a point where I was up 100%, over 100%. Like if I look a month ago, you see Exxon's trading over here for $91. I'm up 100% because my average cost is $45.47. Over here, Exxon's trading for $92. I'm up 100%. So when I look at that, what do I say? I should have bought more. I should have invested $50,000 with Exxon, right? And my average share was $45.47. I mean, there's always something. I mean, that's just how it goes, to be honest with you. Diego Inspires. Thanks for your thanks, Dwayne, for the response. Yeah, no worries, man. I appreciate you taking the time to comment, man. I appreciate that. That's an awesome profile pic you got, by the way. Cinemanda says, I'll watch the first hour of this stream on playback. And when will the credit stream start after this one? Bro, the stream should have started at 7 o'clock. I don't have it scheduled, right? But it's going to be starting pretty soon. 7:15, 7:30 the latest. But I'm going to say 7:15. All right. Anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you guys have an incredible day. Of course, I'll be back again doing more videos. Thumbs up this video. It's free and easy to support. It's a free way to support. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. All right. I appreciate you guys so much. Once again, my name is Dwayne with My Investment Journey, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.